Welcome to Philadelphia International Airport. I will experience today the game-changer Airbus 321 long range for my flight to Dublin. I just arrived from a US domestic flight. I have enough time to stop at the British Airways lounge, which is the only lounge that can be used by Aer Lingus eligible passengers at this airport. The decor of this lounge looks very familiar to any BA frequent flyer. This part of the lounge wasn't used, so a good opportunity to show you the facilities. When it came to the food selection, it was rather disappointing with no hot food available. The selection included cold cuts, wraps and cheese. Rather basic. With a rating of only 3.3 on Google Maps, please manage your expectations and don't expect the very best. Not the best drink selection either, at least Guinness was available. I wasn't going to stay long and nothing groundbreaking about this lounge, so I just had a few nibbles before my flight. Anyway, no need to allow too much time to this lounge and let's head to the gate. Aer Lingus isn't part of the OneWorld alliance, despite being owned by IAG, which also owns British Airways and Iberia. This also means that OneWorld Emerald or Sapphire members can't use the American Airlines lounges at Philadelphia Airport. When I traveled in June 2025 with American Airlines, their flagship lounge had just reopened. I was really impressed by the lounge and the quality of the food offering. For my flight back to Europe, let's find out what transatlantic comfort in business class can mean in a narrow-body aircraft. My expectations going in were cautiously optimistic. I'd seen photos of the cabin and the business class seats, and they looked good for a narrow body. But there's always that mental hurdle, it's still a single aisle. I was keen to see if Aer Lingus could truly make this feel like a long-haul premium product, or if it would feel cramped and compromised. Priority boarding was handled efficiently, and with only 16 seats in business class it was a swift process too. Single-aisle traffic across the Atlantic has seen a notable surge over the last few years, driven by the rise of fuel-efficient aircraft like the Airbus A321 long range and extra long range. Aer Lingus has embraced this aircraft, using it to open up new or thinner routes between North America and Dublin and Shannon, or to serve existing routes with greater efficiency. It's a bold move. The business class cabin alternates 2x2 and 1x1 configurations. The seats are impressive for a single-aisle aircraft. If you're a solo traveler, definitely aim for the throne seats. My seat for today is 5A. Waiting at my seat was a neatly packaged amenity kit and menu. Lighting, power socket and USB port, headphones connection, easy-to-use seat controls to fully adjust the seat are all easily accessible. I particularly like the generous storage. Plenty of nooks and crannies. The locked compartment has a nice and bright reminder of Aer Lingus branding. I'll get to enjoy fully flat bed after the dinner service. With a width of 22 inches and a 6.5 feet long bed, I should have enough room to relax and get a good sleep. If you travel as a couple, opt for the 2x2 seats. They also offer a privacy divider if the single seats are no longer available. The absence of aisle access for all in business class is suboptimal though. There's a seat pocket under the screen where you will find the headphones. The duvet is stored in the footwell, but no mattress topper. More storage on this side too. Excellent! As I settled in, the first impression was comfort and privacy. Despite the absence of a sliding door, the seat walls are quite high, for a private space. Aer Lingus offers different options for breakfast. I already look forward to a bacon butty. If you prefer more sleep, after all it's a short flight, you can skip breakfast too. Aer Lingus has an arrival lounge, so you won't go hungry. Let's have a closer look at the menu. Nice to see that one of the dishes features Guinness. What would you choose?
We're looking at the flight time to Dublin, just under 6 hours. A few little bumps on the way up to Newfoundland, and after that should be relatively smooth with a tailwind behind us across the Atlantic. So we'll give you an update later on, but once again, you're all very welcome aboard. And just to remind you not to congregate near the exits or in the aisles any stage during the flight. We'll talk to you later on. Thank you.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure and cross-check.
The menu of the in-flight entertainment looks a bit bare bones, a missed opportunity for better branding. I found the 16-inch touchscreen to be excellent, bright and responsive. The entertainment selection is not the most extensive but offer a decent choice, with 120 hours of the latest movies and a good mix of box sets, comedies, documentaries. Some historic content about Aer Lingus too. The headphones feel a bit basic but offer noise cancelling and did a good job.
Our partners, American Airlines and British Airways. Captain Brian Dunn is in command of our flight. He's assisted by First Officer Aaron Janine. Our flight time will be approximately 5 hours and 40 minutes. My name is Trasa.
The amenity kit is rather bog standard with an Aer Lingus green accent. Inside, we found the usual suspects: a sleep mask, earplugs, socks, a dental kit, and some Irish skincare products.
Circumstances, the alternative, if we did the extensive reroute, worst case would have been to go back and stand and refuel. So we don't have to do that. We're comfortable fuel wise, and it's just going to be a little delay getting into Dublin. So thank you for your patience on the ground, and we'll update you as any change. But in the meantime, thank you.
Aer Lingus offers Wi-Fi on their A321LRs to access to the internet and information on meals, magazines. Wi-Fi is available with a tiered pricing structure. Options range from basic messaging to full-speed browsing and streaming. Wi-Fi is free for Aer Lingus business class passengers. Shortly after reaching cruising altitude, the onboard service began with drinks and hot towel. Quickly followed by the dinner service. It was served with a seasonal salad with manchego cheese and blackberries. Nothing really exciting about it. All the courses are served together so that passengers can settle down to sleep sooner. For my main, I chose the chicken breast with grilled baby leeks, butter salted asparagus, mashed potatoes, and a tarragon cream sauce. The chicken was tender, and the sauce was rich and flavorful. 10 out of 10 for this dish. The dessert was a raspberry and lemon mousse finished with dark chocolate and a swirl of raspberry jelly. I am usually very keen on desserts. This one was underwhelming, very bland. The service from the cabin crew throughout dinner was quick and genuinely friendly. Time to try to catch some sleep. I managed to get a good sleep, only to be woken up for breakfast. For a transatlantic flight at this duration, that's a win. The breakfast includes a banana, ginger and coconut smoothie, a granola with blueberry compote and best of all the bacon roll. Everything felt fresh and hearty, setting me up perfectly for arrival in Ireland. What's better than a good breakfast after a decent sleep for a short flight across the pond? The bed was surprisingly comfortable. The high seat walls created a sense of privacy. glad I woke up early. As we descended into Dublin, the views of the Irish countryside were beautiful, especially the Wicklow Mountains. It gets even better over Dublin Bay. So, the big question, how did Aer Lingus business class on the A321LR hold up for a transatlantic flight? Pros. I loved the staggered configuration of the business class cabin, and the single seat is fantastic. Warm and friendly service. The Aer Lingus crew are always a highlight. Dublin and Shannon are two great gateways for the US with the immigration pre-clearance. Aer Lingus also regularly offers very competitive pricing for transatlantic flights in business class, free seat selection and a fair deposit scheme. Cons. Single seat scarcity, so book early. And not all the other business class seats offer aisle access. Aer Lingus isn't part of OneWorld, so this may limit its appeal unless you mainly fly with this airline and its partner airlines. Perceived space. While the seat is good, it's still a narrow body. Some might find the overall cabin feel slightly less airy than a wide body. But this is highly subjective, so please try. Finally, Aer Lingus could improve its in-flight entertainment with a wider selection. Overall, Aer Lingus offers a very decent business class experience. They've proven that you can offer a premium, comfortable, and efficient transatlantic product on a narrow-body aircraft. Not the best business class experience though. If you're looking for a direct flight between Ireland and one of their A321 US gateways, I would recommend it if you can get one of the best deals. Don't let the narrow-body label scare you off.
You're all very welcome to Dublin Airport, where the local time is just approaching 8:30. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
What do you think? Have you flown Aer Lingus A321LR business class, or are you considering it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Landing was smooth, and taxiing to the gate was quick. Disembarkation was, as expected for business class, swift and efficient. And just like that, we were in Dublin. From a narrow body, across the Atlantic, feeling refreshed and ready to go. If you enjoyed this detailed review, please hit the like button, subscribe for more travel content, and click the notification bell so you don't miss my next review.
Cabin crew disarm doors for right cross check. Yes.